Time to unleash the hilarity with more Karens and Kevins. Sit tight and let the laughter flow as we delve into their comically chaotic world. First up, there's this lady upset because a guy asked her to turn off her phone on a plane.
Place it all the way under the seat in front of you.
Lying.
Larger carry-on luggage goes in over.
Lying, not working today.
If you have small
Vacation
handheld
time.
devices, such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches, please switch them.
You recorded me, but you jumped in my video, so I caught you because you jumped in my video.
Into your seat,
You're harassing me at this point, so I think you should stop. I think you should stop. I think you should stop. You see him, right? Y'all see him, right? Y'all see him, right? Okay. Okay, but I'm sorry. It's not me. Talk to him. No, ma'am. Don't talk to me like that. I'm an adult. Do not talk to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. Tell him to stop. If you do not know what's going on, do not yell at me.
You can stop recording.
No, I'm not going to start recording because I was making a video to myself. I'm going to not start recording. And this video will show what you're doing. So I appreciate. Who the f are you talking to, ma'am? Thank you. Like, no.
We've got a Karen who can't stand a chef mentioning Kobe Bryant.
This lady made our dinner awkward.
Let's go. I'm from Mongolia. Watch this, my brother. Oh. Boy. Kobe. One time for Black Mamba, man. R.I.P. Say what? You got to bring the into this. Man, what? And me? Kobe. Yeah, Black Mamba.
That was his nickname.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, leave him alone.
No. When you make a shot, you say Kobe because that's Korean.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said one time for Black Mamba, R.I.P. Like, getting it? Y'all getting it?
I get it. I got it the first time.
You got it. It's not insult or anything.
Drama in the parking lot.
Only in Spartanburg.
You got 3 people. All 3 of us are wrong, right? They wrong, you wrong. You right, right?
Bruh, shut the f up. You go get your goddamn groceries.
Tell me what to do.
Bro, I'm. Oh yeah, this ain't because I'm. Bro, the I am. What you talking about?
Everyone left the bus because a lady wouldn't fold her stroller. What do you think?
If y'all want to lie, I'm going to show you right. And you still not getting on the bus and driving. And she wouldn't. It's not getting get off the bus with a baby. No.
Okay, whatever.
I'm not paying for another tip. I mean, everybody pay for another tip. Okay, everybody's going to pay. Y'all better not put that out of here. Because he's still stealing me and being an ignorant little. Still, but we're not deserving the right. The reason to be a lazy man. Okay. If you want to come up to if you try it, that's why you walk the bus. It's like 3 of them. There we go.
Is this next guy a Kevin or just a regular Joe? Share your thoughts below.
No. I'll walk for this guy. Okay? You want to? Oh, you're going to ask me one time? I'll walk off. You want to come find me? I'll beat your swing. Swing. Boy. Get down to the airplane and then I'm a goddamn 100% disabled veteran that fought for your country. You're gonna with me? You're gonna with me? You ain't boy. I'll yeah, whatever.
Ya váyase, viejo. Ya está chingando.
I'm walking out.
Ya váyase.
Back where I came from.
Ya váyase la verga.
I was a goddamn airborne ranger. No. What do? You gonna point fingers at me? No. You came down 2 flights, and you. Oh, what do you got? You any chops? You got no. Brother, no. You get the away. You're just a fat. I will you up. 62 years old. Well, oh, you're not running chops? There ain't nothing. I'll you up. You know what? I'm done with your and your fat. What are you gonna do? With your funny thing? Bro, I will you up. I'll walk out. Not one of y'all will stand up to me for what I've done for my country. What have you done? Nice over here, right? Keep your hands here close. That's what they tell you to do. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Yeah, stay back, stay back. Bro, if I knocked you out, you couldn't do anything for you. And this man, when the karate chops, you would be knocked out. Ain't nothing y'all can do. Y'all don't even control what goes on in this airport. You're stupid. That's what I'm saying. What you got now? Nice little beer. You ain't. Come on. You don't want to come this way. You don't want to come this way. Get your airport straight. Right? Give me my flight when I want to go on it. And don't make me sit there all day. That's what you need to do. And what are you going to do, fat boy? I'm not.
Check out this Karen throwing a tantrum at a poor worker.
That is the rudest person I've ever dealt with. She slams the window in my face and puts her hand up to me. She's incredibly rude. My food wasn't even made, and then I get attitude from her when I say I want my money back.
We were waiting on the chicken, so that's why.
But she had no idea what the food even was. She's going, and then you slam. I'm gonna throw this at you.
No.
Shut your mouth. You are the rudest person I have ever dealt with.
This Kevin won't move from a paid theater seat.
You're out there of mine.
It's not your seat.
Go away.
That's not gonna.
I pay my money. I have a right to it.
Sit in your seat. Correct?
Yes,
that's
my
not,
seat.
That's not your seat.
How can you tell it's not my seat?
Because your ticket has your seat number on it.
Whatever.
Let's find it.
Whatever.
This can easily
Do
be
your own
resolved.
policy. No, I'm going to be an because you're big and
I am not.
I'm a patron here.
Okay, and I'm trying to find
and this
your
will be
seat.
the last time that I come to this imagined theater. All right,
great.
I paid
That
my
sounds
money.
great.
Does anybody
please
here
don't come
think
back.
that
Please
this
don't come
is
back.
actually a thing where it's like it doesn't matter where you sit? It's not assigned seating.
It is.
Go sit in your own seat.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Please, sir, let's find your seat and we can start.
No, I'm not going to.
Then I'm going to ask you to leave.
You did, like 4 or 5 times. And that's why now we have a disturbance. Because some other people can't just be like, you know what? I could sit right here.
Sir, we're not doing this
One
anymore.
seat off.
We're not doing
One
this
seat off. So if I were to move over one seat, everything would be okay.
Sir,
is that what you're saying?
You're just.
Is that what you're saying?
Listen.
Does that mean?
Are you gonna listen?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Be my pest.
Okay. At this point, you are disrupting the show for these fine folks. We're gonna ask you to leave. We'll get you a refund though. I'll be nice and get you a refund.
I don't know. I might want to be taken out in handcuffs now.
Sir.
I paid my money. I don't understand why it is. If I sit over here, one seat, it's okay, and everything is right with the world. But if not, the world stops and everybody gets upset.
Sir, let's go. I'll be nice and I'll get you a refund.
I want more than just a refund.
Okay.
Can I get a drink?
We'll take care of you in the lobby.
Fine. And then I won't come back.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
And I'm going to make sure everybody knows about this.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I'm capitulating because I don't want to watch the movie now. You ruined it for me. Because of your silly ass.
Okay. I apologize about that.
Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy your movie.
Taco Bell showdown heating up.
I want my food. That's all I do.
Man wants the food. What can you do, right?
Either that or my money.
Or his money. Or both. Okay, what's a recap of what's going on? Then he wants his food exactly like it is in the picture as they have it up there on the menu. This is exactly why he's upset. It doesn't look like the burrito that it looks like it is up there. So I believe they're full of shit. They're probably doing this to get something out of this. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I ate this.
That was fun? No, nothing was gone out of that. I have a video of that too. Nothing was gone out of that. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, that box was
Are you taking all of my sauces?
Say hi to my little girl. She's enjoying this too.
Hey, I want my food. What? Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't care.
That's okay.
What's up? This is $1 now.
If you pay for your food, you would want your money or your food too. That's okay. I already called the police.
I'm gonna get what I'm gonna pay for. Shut the f up. I'm gonna shut the f up. You said what's good?
You're trying to do all this extra for what? I've already called the police, so I really don't care.
I'm forgetting recording this right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, right there.
Be made right, just like everybody else would.
Everybody else is leaving.
Am I supposed to be scared, bro? You will be. Come on.
Yes, I just need another officer.
I'm gonna get my
obviously
food.
not one there.
Stop, man.
There's a man trying to fight me inside of McDonald's.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, thank you so much. And they're already arguing.
Keeping on some workers because they got.
Bro, I just want the.
That's the end of the recording.
Shut up.
For the box. That's it. I
I'd
don't
say
care
get out of
about
it.
the burrito. I just want my refund. You just threw away that I got you on video throwing my food away. Like, what are you talking about?
That was the best thing.
Are we gonna get a refund or what? Cause I ain't going over it.
Yeah?
Let me turn this off. I keep on getting bachelors.
Now, this lady talks about her neighbor Bernice, or maybe a Karen.
All right, y'all asked for it. So here's the story time on my crazy neighbor. And yes, it's going to be multiple parts because it's a long story. So on June 23rd, 2022, I was sitting outside around 11:30 p.m. And I was talking to 3 of the Marines friends that I had bring me a program from my guy best friend's funeral that was in like Sacramento, and I was unable to go. So they brought me a program to my home. Yeah, he committed suicide. He was a Marine. And yeah, anyway, so we were out there mourning his death and talking about him and reminiscing about him and saying how much, you know, he talked too much, but he was an awesome person and blah, 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 blah. So around 11:30 p.m., you know, they're getting ready to leave, but we're sitting down on, you know, the concrete or whatever on the end of the driveway. And my neighbor like bolts down the street, 11:30 p.m. mind you, bolts down the street, does a U-turn, bolts back up the street, comes on the wrong side of the street facing the wrong direction. And so me being a retired Marine, I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I jump up. And so I jump up and I see that it's my neighbor Bernice. Bernice, she starts yelling out the door and she was like, I don't know who you think you are talking about me and my son and my nephew and blah, 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 blah. And I looked at her, I was like, Bernice, I don't talk about you ever. Like, you are never in my mind. Because listen, when I tell y'all, she crazy, okay? Now, she might be on some drugs too, but that's not me. That's not for me to judge. That's not for me to say. But let me tell you something. That night, she looked like she was on something. All right. Anyway, but I digress. So, you know, and she thought that the other 3 white women that were with me were the 3 other white women that I hang with that are down the street. Because for some reason, she got beef with everybody, but ain't nobody got beef with her. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so we're just sitting there and we're just trying to get her to leave. Like, hey, this is not, you know, the neighbors down the street. You don't even know these ladies. These are, you know, Marines that they're getting ready to leave. You need to leave or whatever. So she was like, no. And she's just like popping off at the mouth. And I'm like, okay, you need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. So my husband finally comes out because he hears all the commotion. And he's trying to get her to leave. Mind you, it's around like 12 o'clock p.m. now. Not 12 o'clock p.m., excuse me. This is around probably about like 5 minutes in. And we're still trying to get her to leave. Mind you, she's still on the wrong side of the street. So in between, this is around like probably about 5 minutes in, like I said, up pops her granddaughter's head out of the back seat. I did not know she had her granddaughter in the back seat. Okay. See, I told y'all it's a long story. Just hold on for part 2. All right, y'all. Part 2 on my crazy neighbor. So up pops the granddaughter out of the back seat. The granddaughter, she's like, don't hurt my grandmom. I said, I would never hurt your grandmother, but I'm telling you right now, your grandmother needs to leave, sweetheart. And so she looks at her grandmother. She was like, Grandma, I'm ready to go home and it's time for me to leave. So I'm like, you need to leave, and leave because now I know you got your granddaughter in the car. Like, what is wrong with you? You're crazy. Oh, I forgot to say, because this matters. All right. 2 hours before this incident started, so around like 9:30 p.m., CPS had just left their house. They sure did. CPS was at their house for 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours. All right. So now that ain't my business, but I mean, you can clearly tell it was CPS. Anyway, so I'm trying to tell the granddaughter, I'm trying to get her to leave. She don't want to leave, blah, blah, blah. The granddaughter even gets out of the car, tries to walk home herself. Then the grandmama, the crazy neighbor, yelling at the granddaughter to tell her to get back in the car. By the way, the granddaughter may be only 5 years old. Okay. So I'm like, you need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. Then she was like, you should be ashamed to call yourself a military member and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, well, get out of the car then. I pushed her and I said, come on, get on out of the car. She didn't want to get out of the car. Then she was like, oh, I'm going to call the police. I said, call the police. Call the police. Just go ahead and call the police. Because I got video footage. I got all this. Whatever you need. You were antagonizing me the entire daggone time. Right? So we're waiting on the police. Hold on, I got a picture. You see, that's how she was sitting. That's how she came up abruptly on the wrong side of the street, facing the wrong direction. Anyway, so the police finally gets there or whatever. And the police asked me what happened. I said, I pushed her. I told her to get on out of the car because I tried to get her to leave for about 7 minutes. She didn't want to leave or whatever. Now she's trying to say I punched her. And she was like, well, did you? I said, no, I did not punch her. I pushed her because I was trying to get her out of the car because she was acting all big and bad or whatever. And so then the cop was like, well, she is insisting on medical attention. She said that she got a scratch. And I was like, she ain't getting no scratch from me. So I don't know where, she crazy, so she probably scratched her damn self. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hold on. I got a picture for that because medical attention actually came and she, such a waste of resources. Literally, she had them call the not the MPs, the daggone ambulance and the fire truck to come check out her damn scratch. See, I got receipts. You know what I mean? Like I told you, it's going to be multiple parts to this story. I told you it was long, y'all. All right. Anyway, so they over here trying to get her to, leave because at this time it's like 12:30. The granddaughter's still in the damn car. Okay. I'm sorry. Go to part 3.
It doesn't stop there.
Okay, so part 3 on my crazy neighbor. Okay, so it's 12:30 p.m. They just got the ambulance is there, the fire truck is there. They're trying to get her to leave. They refuse to even take her because she's insistent on medical attention. Okay, so the dad, who he also on drugs too. I'm not judging nobody, but there was a reason why CPS was at their house. Okay, anyway, so the daddy finally comes down. Mind you, it's like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And this 5-year-old has been sitting here dealing with her crazy grandmama the whole time. So the dad comes and finally gets the granddaughter, takes her back down or whatever. It's around 1:30. She is still in front of my house. Would you know that she did not leave from in front of my house till 3 o'clock in the morning? Yes, the police were out there with this crazy woman until 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so I gave them my information. I was like, look, as you can clearly tell, because they know my street. Okay, they know my street because of my neighbor and her shenanigans. All right, so then fast forward, right? So I thought everything was good. I got no calls from no detectives or nothing. They whatever. And then she shows up at my house randomly one day. Mind you, she was trying to record me, and I'm actually going to show and post the footage here as well. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta back up. I forgot to tell y'all, 2 days after the incident with me that she had with me, her grandkids did get taken away. And I am not a proponent for, children being taken away from their families and placed in foster care. As a foster child myself, okay, who has also been adopted out of the foster care system, so I can speak on this. I don't, depending on where you're at, I don't want, children to be subjected to that. However, them kids need to be taken away, and they did. And so my next video will be the videos on her actually coming to my door, ringing my doorbell, and trying to get me to admit to something I didn't do.